Alrighty folks, we are looking back at the Gitbook, taking our fourth dive into today. Now, before we dive into this, there was a very interesting live stream that was held last night for a Twitter space. I always hold them my side because I intend to speak, as to which I like my community to be able to be somewhere where they can talk, they can speak. It's very important we do these things, and for the specific reason of what transpired. Now, I don't have the time right now to go through and cut down the video and get all of the main sort of bits out of it. But honestly, if you've got a few hours of your time, try have a listen to it, get to know the teams that we are funding. But moving forward, this video is all about burning. It's all about burning LUNC. Now, something that people have keep asking me recently is, HGC, why is your NFT Penguins project so successful? It's because we build organically. We take the long road, which eventually reaches us to the destination we wish to get to. But along that road, there's a lot of development, a lot of hard work and labor for our projects to bear fruit. Now, a lot of people who are OG investors of Penguins probably thought at the time, have I made a good investment of my 200k LUNC? Well, turns out, yes, that was a good investment. Those rewards they receive for those Penguins are yielding so high, it's more or less the same as you taking 200k and staking it, except we give you extra USTC rewards. Now, the way I've done this is by just taking small steps, doing things carefully, planning something out and having a vision, having a final goal, like I had with Penguins. And that's become very apparent as per the last video today. Now, looking at ProjectLUNCBurn, we've got a core white paper up, but what I want to do is show people that this isn't just an NFT project where you buy it, the funds go to a forever burn. This is so much deeper, right? We're looking into IBC staking modules and Alliance staking modules for the specific reason that we want to bring forward what is PLB token. And PLB token is simply ProjectLUNCBurn token. It's going to be a CW20 token, as to which anybody who buys the coin will then be rewarded, obviously, with that coin. That liquidity will then go off chain and be staked with an Atom validator or somewhere similar. We're going to be branching out. What we're then going to be doing is doing USTC buybacks. The reason why it's so important for a project like this to be doing this is because Binance, for example, have a lot of USTC in store. They're going to be wanting to sell that USTC over time, as they do, as the price goes up. It's going to be down to people, projects like us, to acquire those USTC coins in a legitimate fashion and burn them. By doing this, we are commencing buybacks and burns. So how far are we away from this? Well, the honest truth is the project, it must mint out. The first stage has to mint out. It's 20,000 NFTs now. We've whittled it down and we've simplified it as best as we can. If you was to take all of the liquidity that Lunatics token took through burning, for example, you would be able to fund this project about 13 times over, let alone all of the other burn projects. Now, that's not me slating off other burn projects, because if you've seen our other video today, you would know that I've got the other burn projects listed. Oh, wow, look, HCC cares. I know it's never personal, it's all for the blockchain. So going back to this, going back to PLB token, right? We have to mint this first stage out, and all of these other projects, we could have minted this project out 10 times over. The difference is this liquidity never goes anywhere, right? It is there forever, okay? It not only provides a forever burn, it provides forever liquidity to this blockchain, to the NFT sector. It boosts the sector. This is like the best burn project anyone could have ever brought forward. It then moves on to be a PLB token, the USTC buybacks and burn system, and the IBC staking module, as to which during all of this, I'm developing a very, very small and simple mini game, which is yet rather addictive and I can't stop playing it. A lot more testing to go into it, and it's going to be really simple, right? 2 players can play this game, as to which they can place a bet, let's say, and only one person wins the bet. And the person who wins gets 60% of the rewards, 40% burns. And you say to yourself, well, you know, that's a very small case, but right? If you look at games like Clash Royale, very simple game. huge community, huge potential, right? And a lot of people sit there and say, oh, well, you're not going to be able to get that on Play Store. The beautiful thing is about crypto, we do not need to get it on Play Store. We can run these games in the web browser. It really is as simple as that. You just click full screen mode, boom, you're in whatever mode you need to be in. If you're on a screen, it will adjust to that. If you're on a phone, it will adjust to that, so on and so forth. We live in a time of change. Now, if you live in America, you will understand about, the industrial revolutions, especially in my country, and how times change. Times are changing. We can't consistently keep thinking to ourselves, oh, well, let's just think inside the box. Let's do what they did. Oh, they're doing this, so it's okay for us to do that. No, let's think outside. Let's get rid of the box. Just get rid of the box. There is no box, okay? There's no spoon. There's nothing. There is huge plans for this. And I can assure everybody, if it garners the support it needs to support, it will do what it needs to do. And it's a forever burn, right? So currently, I think at max, the best burn protocol, coin, whatever you want to call them, is doing around 50 to 60 million a month, right? They were doing a lot more before, but that's what happens with these things. They need consistent buyers all the time. It needs to keep happening. The process has to happen forever for the burns to continue happening like that forever. Why did Lunatics token die? Well, the sales dropped out, the team couldn't run and come into all sorts of trouble, right? ProjectLUNCBurn's not like that, right? It's an automated burn system. It compounds once a month, as to which when you compound, it withdraws the staking commission, and then boom, you've got your burn. Don't dibble dabble with anything. It's a forever going project. The module, once it reaches mint out, will then activate an auto compounding sequence, as to which it won't need to compound anymore. It will just be a monthly burn. 80% will burn, 20% will compound, therefore continuing to grow that initial treasury. And that's not even, thinking about what PLB token can do. From my statistics with PLB token, because the way that I've designed this, I don't want to give too much off about it because it's so easy for someone to actually plagiarize what I'm doing and I've got planned to do. But ultimately, right, if you think that at the end of that module's time, once the project's done, it doesn't need to burn anymore. If you think that I do not have a plan to reward every single damn holder, you're kidding yourself, because those funds that are left have to go somewhere. You think about it, you weigh it out. Now, with all of this said, we've got all of the socials. We're posting all the time. We're posting on our Penguins page. We're posting on the LUNCburn page. We're doing everything that we possibly can to push this forward. I even spend 2 million of the node's revenue every month currently, because obviously our voting power has gone up, to just buy these NFTs. Now, I see a lot of validators like, oh yeah, we're going to burn our revenue. It's not much, but we're going to burn it. Okay, it's not much. Then why not burn it and buy LUNCburn NFTs? Biggest issue is people don't want to support this. Other projects, other influencers, other people are simply not talking about this. Whereas I've talked about all of the burn projects. I've supported all the different burn projects. You don't see them supporting us. And the simple fact is they don't want to see something like this get into a position where it takes over the burns. And instead of doing 60 mil a month, it's doing a consistent 80 to 90 mil a month, and ever increasing, and introducing PLB token, and introducing alliance staking, and introducing an IBC module. Nobody can sit there and say to me, HCC, it's not possible that you'll be able to do all of this. My work will always speak for itself. My motives will always be spoken from my work. Trust is the best form of currency, and I have built nothing but trust with this community and shown time and time again, I'm here for the community, I'm here to support the blockchain, and I build projects to be successful, not to fail. We take the long road, we don't cut corners, and we build organically. Folks, I hope you'll support this project if you're not already. My best bit of advice is don't buy these NFTs through second market sales, because it means the person who sold you that NFT gets the money. The project gets absolutely nothing. We've got a big issue with the majority of people who are buying them are simply choosing to buy them secondhand, thinking they're attributing to the burn, but they're not. We're getting about 1% of the fee, and it's not doing any of us any good. So don't buy them secondhand on the market if you can help it. Obviously, if you're looking to complete the collection, There's a lot of hidden stuff to this Project LUNCburn. If you look at how much penguins grew from just 3 simple white papers to this in a matter of, a couple of months, then ask yourself the question, how much could Project LUNCburn grow if we give it the attention, we water it, we tend to it, we need it, and we look after it? What will it do? It will look after us. It will look after the blockchain. It will bring utility, use cases, a liquidity cycle, just like LUNC Penguins. Currently, LUNC Penguins is keeping the NFT markets alive. Every other project, they're just not trading. People buy them and then do nothing with them because there's just no real use cases. And this is the biggest issue with stuff like Garada, because you can just literally fill the NFT markets in LUNC with trash, right? And every time that happens, more liquidity gets taken away from holders. And then that liquidity then ends up off chain and goes to something completely different. So if you actually weigh it out and bastardize it for what it is, I love that word. When you simplify something and bastardize it, that is exactly what it is. Folks, have a really nice day. 4th video. I hope you enjoyed the live stream today. This one will definitely be coming out after that. Like I was saying, support this project if you haven't already. If you love burning, get to know this project, come in, look at the white paper, understand things, go through everything, and understand that this is a very long road ahead of us. Burning currently at our rate that we are, without any projects like this, it's 36 years, even with Binance burning, and that's actual factual data that's readily available. You can find that data in the metrics section here on StakeBin and places like that. Really good, right? Utilize this Gitbook, folks. I built it for all of you. There's everything about Penguin Islands, everything about our upcoming Battlegrounds game, contact details, disclaimers, everything you need is now in this Gitbook. And I hope people start to take a look at me and not just go, oh, it's just another YouTuber like everybody else seems to tell everybody I am. And they never ever mention all of the projects that I've led and everything that I've built, the auto compounding modules that I've brought forward, all of the different people that I've brought to the crypto space like Straff Cole and people like that. And even he said in a Twitter space, I'm here because of HCC, no one else. And I decided to do what I'm doing because of HCC and what he does. And for me, that's it's not easy for someone to come out and say stuff like that and admit things like that. It's really big of someone. But honestly, folks, if you're not supporting our node, consider supporting our node. Consider supporting nodes that are going to make a difference. I've got a lot of proposals going up. There's a proposal that has gone up today. Do go look at that. I'll try leave a link to it in the description. If not, check our Twitter page. Sorry about all of the different information and everything. Do go and check that Twitter space out with the Quant team. Listen to what Fafi had to say about everything. It's very interesting. And I think you'll get to know that person for who they really, really, truly are. Another thing to note is during that space, I've never heard this before, that someone doesn't want to voice docs. Well, that's what Bilbo doesn't want to do. Interesting, to say the least. Lots of good stuff coming. I'm going to be spearheading a lot of things. I'm going to be bringing forward something very interesting for the whole LUNC community. Stay tuned, folks. None of this is financial advice. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me. It's all for educational purposes only and my own humble opinion. Anything on Gitbook is not legal advice, nor is it investing advice or advice in general. It is a mere guide and nothing in it is truth, law, or legal. I will catch you folks in the next one.